Hey, boys and girls. I am Miss Choquette, as you guys all know, and I'm doing your lesson 8 for ELA. I might want to put these on. You guys might not have ever seen this. People in my class that have been doing my live meets have slowly watched me transition into these. Does it make me look smarter? Just helps my eye strain. I'm not a young buck anymore. So, and staring at the computer as often as I have been has been hurting my eyes. Anyways, so the lesson I'm doing with you guys today is how authors use reasons and evidence to explain their thinking. And of course, you guys do this all the time naturally when you're explaining stories, or if you've learned something, or if you have an opinion on something, then you use evidence. Talking about everyday things, like you might say, Dunkin' Donuts has the best donuts. And somebody would say, why do you think that? And you would give reasons and evidence as to why Dunkin' Donuts is the best donuts. It's just that when authors use them in their writing, it's a little bit more formal. It's a little bit more particular because, especially in nonfiction text, because when an author writes on a specific topic, they're essentially like a subject matter expert, I guess. And as such, they have to provide the readers with evidence to their thinking, like whys. It's the whys. But they have to do it, and they have to be very good at it, or else we're not going to learn anything when we read their text. And one of the things about informational text is we have to learn from it. So I really am not liking the glare on these glasses. It's really bad. I might have to just suffer with the eye strain. I don't know. I just don't want a migraine. So, okay, so reasons and evidence. Obviously, questions and answers about the ocean, there's a question and then she explains the question. So she has to give reasons and evidence to answer the question. You can't just say, it's kind of like, what color is the sky? The sky is blue. But the next question is going to be why? It's like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, why? Well, the purpose of nonfiction writing, especially a text like what we read this week or these last few weeks, you don't want to walk away with a lot of why questions. Good authors don't have their readers walking away with a lot of why questions. So I'm going to give a little example. I'm going to present my screen. I'm going to do question 1. And what I want you guys to do on your own, you're going to do questions 2 and 3. But I'm going to do question 1 on my own and just show you an example of that. Okay, it says it's sharing now. Okay, so here is our text. You've already read this. You've already identified the key details and just determine the main idea, which is, it's not as difficult as you think it is. You know it automatically most times when you read what it's all about. And this text right here gives it right to you because it tells you in the question that is the subheading. Okay, so question 1 is like, why is the ocean important? And so obviously they're going to give reasons and evidence to support their thinking. So it says our world is a water world. So, and it gives lots of evidence to support that. The ocean covers 70% of the Earth's surface. The average depth of the ocean, that's how deep it is 2.7 miles. And in some parts, the ocean is deeper than the tallest mountains. And the ocean contains 97% of all of the Earth's water. Lots of evidence to support why that the ocean is, that our world is essentially a water world. So it's not like, what's the author's name? Let's see. Do we have the author's name on here? Well, it's an article. So I wonder if it's on the last page. A lot of times the author is on the last page. Oops. Well, interesting. Okay. Either way, the author of this, so we ask, why is the ocean important? It says, because our world is a water world. What would you say? What do you mean? What does that mean? Well, we don't have to ask that question because she explains it. So if I were to fill out my document, I would say, points in response to questions number. So I would say, I'm going to put in there her direct quote from the text. It says, our world is a water world. So I'm going to put ... because I'm not putting but. Our world is a water world, period. And I'm going to put in there that is from paragraph 2. Okay. All right. And her reasons. Now, she gives lots of reasons. So I can bullet this entire section, this entire part of the column, because she does give lots of reasons, evidence. She says the ocean covers 70% of the Earth's surface. So that is it the ocean covers 70% of the Earth's surface. The ocean covers 70% of the Earth's surface, period. And that's also in paragraph 2. Of course it is, because it, and I can put another bullet in there. You can also say, the average depth of the average depth is 2.7 miles. So the average depth is 2.7 miles. The average depth, I can add in the detail of the ocean, is 2.7 miles. I paraphrased that a little bit, so I didn't put it in quotation marks. But even though I paraphrased it, I can still tell you what paragraph it came from. All right. So, and then she also says that the ocean contains 97% of all the water on Earth. So the ocean contains 97% of all the water on Earth. I paraphrase that one as well. I really do prefer to paraphrase. So 3 points that she gives that supports our world is a water world. Okay. And another thing that she says why the ocean is so important is it's a starring role in whatever happens with the environment. So it is a starring role. The ocean is a starring role on Earth. Without the ocean, what Earth be like? It would be completely different. So it soaks up the energy's heat. It soaks up the heat energy. So we can say it soaks up the heat energy. And I do believe that it explains that in other questions as well. And distributes it more evenly. Soaks up the heat energy and helps distribute it more evenly. Like that word distribute, it's like the distributive property in math, as well as, science, as far as the ocean containing 97% of the Earth's water. It's I don't know if you guys have ever done that science lesson where you look at all the water on Earth and how much of it is freshwater. Very little of it is freshwater. And this fact right here, that the ocean contains 97% of all the water on Earth, is the ocean water drinkable? It's too salty. You can't drink it. If you drink too much of it, you can get very, very sick, as some of you might know if you've been to the beach and accidentally sucked in too much ocean water playing out in the ocean in the waves. So, that's why water conservation, especially our fresh water, is so important, because there's not very much of it on Earth, especially, and this even proves it by this fact right here. Okay, so what you guys are going to do, if you look here, now that I've modeled how to do question number 1, you're going to do questions number 2 and 3, which is essentially paragraphs 4 through 13. So the author obviously is going to give reasons and evidence. So you're going to read all those paragraphs or questions 2 and 3. How does the ocean soak up energy? Well, that was something that they said why it's so important. So now we're going to read about how does it do it. And you can definitely look up, find things in the paragraphs. And then question 3, gosh, there's lots of paragraphs here, lots of evidence. All right. And then, you know, obviously you're walking away from that question with not too many what do you mean or whys. Question 3, how does the ocean soak up CO2? Well, CO2, if you read here, is carbon dioxide. So how does the ocean soak up carbon dioxide? So obviously, let's see how many paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of graphic features. We got a chart. We got some photographs. Lots of things as well. Look at this. This is a graphic feature, a diagram that shows you, it's a visual that explains how the ocean, how does the ocean soak up the carbon dioxide or CO2. So use these as well. I mean, I don't think the author just throws those graphic features in there for whatever reason they want to. They put it in there for a very specific reason to support the text and to give you guys a little bit of a visual. So in your lesson, you are going to have a document. Each one of you are going to have a document. This example will be in the document, and you will have another chart below that you will fill out for points that the author makes to answer their question and the reasons and evidence they use to support it. I'm not going to sit here and give you answers because there are authors give lots of points, okay? Lots of responses to answer that question and the reasons and the evidence to support that. There's not just one. So I'm going to give you guys some freedom to kind of choose those for your own, but don't submit a blank document and don't just, you know, I mean, this isn't that hard, guys. This is such an easy A. But what I am going to give you is a secret word, okay? A secret word, because we are finding that some of you aren't watching our videos. So here we go. I'm not only going to give you a secret word, okay, but I'm also going to show you a secret image, all right? So let me stop sharing. Go back to the meet. All right, so I'm going to go get the secret image. And you're going to not only be able to tell me the secret image, but you're also going to tell me the secret word. Give me a second. It's right here. This is a little bit of a wet Ollie bear. He's the puppy, okay? He's not quite sure why I'm picking him up right now. But the secret image is my puppy, Ollie Bear. He's 9 months old. And my secret word is his name, Ollie. Or you can say Ollie Bear, because that's what we say to him. Hi, Ollie Bear. It's Ollie Bear. He's a good boy. He's such a sweet dog. He's much calmer when you pick him up, but when you put him on the ground, he acts like a crazy man. He's a snuggler too. See him snuggling? He's just snuggling. So, Ollie Bear, or Ollie, and my puppy. He is a mini golden doodle. So, but we just call him a poodle because I'm pretty sure he's nothing but a poodle. You ready to get down? Get down. He's like, please put me down. Actually, he likes to be held. He's a snuggler. Damn, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's such a sweet boy. He's just a puppy. Okay. All right, Ollie, let's get down. Okay. So, secret image, secret word. You provide those in the document, you get bonus points. So, those of you that don't like to do as much work to try to get an A, you obviously, if you don't put enough work into it, you're not going to get an A. Secret word, secret image will help that. Okay. Good luck. I'm going to stop recording.